There's a person in your life right now. Maybe it's your boss, your partner, a family member, someone who smiles at you, says the right things, seems so kind and thoughtful. But something feels off. You feel small around them. You walk on eggshells. You apologize for things you didn't do, and when you try to explain it to others, they look at you like you're crazy. They seem so nice, they say. And that's exactly the point. Today we're going to talk about the most dangerous personality type you'll ever encounter. The one that leaves no bruises. The one that destroys you slowly. The one that looks exactly like kindness. We are talking about covert narcissism, the quiet manipulator, the wolf in sheep's clothing, and most importantly, how to spot them before they get their claws into your mind. Here's what makes this so scary. The classic image of a narcissistic person is someone who brags, demands attention, and acts like the world revolves around them. That's overt narcissism. You can see it coming from a mile away. But covert narcissism is different. These people don't shout. They whisper. They don't demand respect. They earn your trust first, and then they use it against you. They seem so humble, so modest, so understanding. But underneath that gentle mask is a fragile ego that cannot handle any form of criticism. And they'll make you pay for it in ways you'll barely even notice. Let's break down what actually happens. A covert narcissist has the same core need as an overt one. They need to feel important. They need to be seen as special. They need their ego fed constantly. But they go about it in a completely different way. Instead of bragging about their accomplishments, they'll fish for compliments under the guise of modesty. "Oh, I could never do what you do," they say. "I wish I was that confident." Watch closely. They'll say this not because they admire you, but because they want you to reassure them. They want you to say, "No, you're amazing too." And if you don't, if you just say thanks and move on, they'll find a way to make you feel guilty about it later. This is the first sign. Dashed, intact, they play the victim to get what they want. Always. Here's a common scenario. You make plans with a covert narcissistic person. Something comes up. You have to cancel. Maybe you're sick. Maybe there's an emergency. A normal person would understand. They'd say, "No worries. Let's reschedule." But a covert narcissist? They'll sigh. They'll say it's fine. "I understand." But their tone will be cold, distant. They'll bring it up again weeks later. "Yeah, remember you bailed on me? It really hurt." They use guilt as a weapon. It's subtle. They never say "you owe me." They just make you feel like you do. And that's how they control you. Not through fear, through guilt, through making you feel like you're the one who's always doing something wrong. Here's another huge sign. They mirror you. Covert narcissists are chameleons. They'll study what you value, what you care about, what makes you tick, and then they'll reflect it back to you. You love art. Suddenly they're so passionate about art. You care about family. They'll talk about how family is everything to them. You have a dream? They'll share how they've always had the same dream. It feels like connection. It feels like they really get you. But it's a performance. They're gathering information. They're learning how to appeal to you, how to gain your trust, how to eventually use your vulnerabilities against you. This is why so many people get trapped in relationships with covert narcissists. It feels like soulmates, like someone finally understands. But what they're really doing is collecting data. Now here's where it gets really dark. Once a covert narcissist has your trust, they start devaluing you. But they don't do it openly. They do it through backhanded compliments, through subtle put-downs disguised as jokes, through silent treatment. You say something exciting that happened to you. They change the subject. They one-up you. They redirect the conversation back to themselves, or they'll do something worse. They'll agree with you in public, but disagree in private. They'll tell you they support you, but then undermine you at every turn. And when you try to call them out, they'll deny it. They'll turn it around. They'll make you question your own memory. This is called gaslighting. It's one of the most damaging tactics in the covert narcissist playbook. They mess with your reality so slowly that you don't even realize it's happening. You start doubting yourself. You start wondering if maybe you're the problem. You start apologizing for things you shouldn't apologize for. And every time you question yourself, they gain more control. Let me give you a real example. You tell your covert narcissist partner that something they did hurt your feelings. A normal person would listen, apologize, and try to do better. But a covert narcissist will respond like this. I can't believe you think I'd intentionally hurt you after everything I've done for you. I guess I just can't do anything right in your eyes. See what happened there? They turned the situation around. Now you're the one who has to comfort them. Now you're the one who has to apologize. Now the original issue gets buried under layers of guilt and deflection. This pattern is called DARVO. It stands for deny, attack, reverse victim, and offender. It's a tactic used by manipulative people to make you feel like you're the one who's done something wrong. And it works every single time. The worst part, covert narcissists are experts at playing the long game. They don't discard you quickly. They keep you around as long as you're useful, as long as you provide them with attention, admiration, or practical benefits. But the moment you stop serving their needs, they start looking for your replacement. And when they find one, they'll slowly push you out. Not by being mean, just by being absent, by choosing the new person over you, by making you feel like you don't matter anymore. By the time you realize what's happened, they're already gone. Or worse, they've turned everyone against you. So how do you protect yourself? First, pay attention to how people make you feel, not what they say. How you feel around them. If you feel anxious, confused, or like you're walking on eggshells, that's a red flag. A healthy relationship doesn't make you feel small. Second, watch for inconsistencies. Do their actions match their words? Do they say they support you, but then undermine you behind the scenes? Do they claim to be humble, but constantly fish for compliments? Third, test their response to criticism. A healthy person can hear that they've hurt you and respond with empathy. A covert narcissist will flip the script, make you feel guilty, or give you the silent treatment. Fourth, look at their past relationships. How do exes describe them? If everyone seems crazy or difficult, look closer. Sometimes the pattern isn't the exes, it's them. Fifth, trust your gut. If something feels wrong, but you can't explain it, don't ignore that. Your brain is picking up on patterns you're not consciously aware of. Here's the hardest truth about covert narcissists. You cannot fix them. You cannot love them enough to change them. You cannot reason with them. You cannot make them see your perspective. The only choice you have is to protect yourself, to set boundaries, to walk away if necessary. And I know that's hard to hear, because by the time you realize what someone is, you've already invested so much after you've already given so many second chances. You've already defended them to everyone who tried to warn you, but staying only prolongs the damage. Every day you spend trying to prove your worth to someone who will never value you is a day you're not spending on people who will. Now here's the final thing I want you to understand. Covert narcissists exist on a spectrum. Not everyone who shows some of these traits is a full-blown narcissist. Some people have learned manipulative behaviors from their own childhoods. Some people are simply selfish or emotionally immature. But the pattern is the same. The impact is the same. And you deserve to be with people who see you, who value you, who can admit when they're wrong without turning it into a war. The most dangerous people aren't the ones who show you their claws. They're the ones who hide them behind a smile. They're the ones who make you doubt your own mind. They're the ones who make you feel like you're the problem when you're not. Trust yourself, trust what you feel, and never apologize for choosing peace over a relationship that drains you. That's it for today. If this resonated with you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.